Good morning and welcome, everyone. We are so excited to kick off our first month of teaching this class. It is so nice to see you all. I am sharing my screen and we have so many things to go through today. So welcome to Wellness Made Simple. Our goal for this class is to teach you how to create lasting wellness with simple, effective habits for more energy, better digestion, deeper sleep, and less stress, right? And who does not want that without the overwhelm? So without adding anything extra to your plate. And our hope is that we create a vibrant community here that's learning and growing together. And before we dive in, how many of you like to take notes? So our team has created a PDF that you can use to take notes. I am dropping that into the chat. And if you are watching the replay, you are going to have access to this in the email as well. So you can send this to your printer. It's just a nice little guide to help you take some key points through the class. So, good morning. My name is Irene Zajac. I have been in the health and wellness space for 7 years, and I found my passion. I found it so much that I went back to school and received my certification as an integrative health coach. I am a mom of two teenage girls and a full-time educator. So putting my health first is very hard, but I push myself every day because I need to be at the top of my game in order to help my family. So today is all about you and simple wellness routines that can ensure you look and feel your best both inside and out. What you are experiencing in this class is a very new way of being in doTERRA and how to create a pathway to wellness. This is a little bit of a tweak from the old classes that we used to teach, focusing only on oils. But with this new approach, it's an upgrade to learn about natural health. So today we're going to cover the 3 core supplements that make up our wellness foundation. These are essentially the baseline. This is a very new format that doTERRA has integrated for you to be healthy. So let's dive in. So we're going to start with a brief health assessment for you. What areas of your health would you like help with? Comment in the chat the numbers representing the areas you or someone in your household struggles with. Okay. All right, so what is foundational wellness? Let's talk about that. For the body to heal, oh, we have a 4 and a 9. Yep, 4, sleep. How many of us do not get enough sleep, or we sleep and we still wake up tired the next morning? And that is definitely related to stress and anxiety, right? It's a vicious cycle. So we're hoping by the end of this class, you'll get some more information on how to be able to tackle that and feel your best. Okay, Karen, no problem. Okay, so for the body to heal itself, our organs must be functioning optimally. We need vitamins, minerals, nutrients, probiotics, and enzymes for comprehensive organ support. Supporting your organs is the foundation to healing our body. We refer to this as foundational wellness. So, we have a modern approach versus natural approach. And before we go deeper, we wanted to lay this foundation for you. So most people function within a modern approach to medicine. Although we're starting to see a big shift in the modern approach to healthcare, symptoms are most often addressed when we are already sick or when we're already not feeling well, not the root causes. So solutions to those symptoms can often come from over-the-counter medications, prescription pharmaceuticals, and many times they're filled with synthetic and toxic ingredients. Many of these have known and unknown side effects, and this is a $6.5 trillion industry. I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. $6.5 million. The question is, are we healthier? So we took a look at a study from the FDA, and it estimates that 200,000 Americans are hospitalized every year because of overdoses and side effects of NAISDs. So those are anti-inflammatory drugs such as Advil, ibuprofen, and aspirin. They're also the cause of thousands of deaths per year. Even Tylenol, which is acetaminophen, which we all know, is known to cause liver damage if used in excess. So in the chat, I'm going to put a link to the article. So this way you can also have to reference it. Okay. All right. So let's now talk about the natural approach to wellness, which focuses on root causes and aims to work with the body to support healing major body systems so that multiple systems can subside. This is often plant-based approach, which is great because our body recognizes those ingredients and recognizes plant sources and uses them. And this is where we're going to focus today. There is a better way. Wellness can be such a nuanced word in our culture today. Wouldn't you agree? For example, you may have an idea of how to approach your health goals, but conflicting advice leaves you questioning how to act. Some people tell you to count your macros, while others insist on eating more veggies. While all the advice is well intended, I've noticed that with increased access to information, the noise tends to create more confusion. If that's ever been your experience, you are not alone. In fact, most people feel it. And our hope is by teaching you a simple, science-backed way to approach your wellness, you'll feel empowered to create daily habits that you won't want to skip. So let's take a look at the wellness pyramid. doTERRA is more than just essential oils. So while they are the largest and most trusted essential oil brand in the world, as you can see here, we have a lot more going on than just essential oils. It is important to know essential oils do supercharge everything. So to address foundational wellness, you want to focus on the bottom of the pyramid. That's where we are the strongest. You will see nutrition and digestion, and then movement and metabolism. These are our primary areas that create a bedrock for our health. Everything else is built on those. Let's talk about what it looks like to lay a strong foundation first, because nothing is more important than your foundation. In fact, what you are going to go through in this class are 3 key supplements that make up our wellness foundation. When we have these in place and we're taking them consistently, everything else starts to work better. In fact, I would suggest that even essential oils start to work better as you use them. It's like the body is coming into more and more harmony. It is important to understand that this isn't just about taking supplements. The goal is to create a lasting, effective routine that not only adds vibrancy to your life by giving you more energy, improving your mood and your digestion, but also adding life back to your years. And Maria is going to talk about what makes these supplements different.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Maria Taras. I quickly, before we dive in, have been using and sharing essential oils for it feels like forever. And I've been in this space for probably over 16 years since my oldest was born. So let's dive into where the magic lies when we talk about supplements. There's 2 crucial elements that you need to understand about supplements: bioavailability and bioretention. So bioavailability refers to how much of the supplement is available for your body to use. So as Irene just mentioned, there's supplements that are filled with synthetics and fillers and ingredients that your body essentially can't use, and ingredients that can be more harmful to you in the long run. So the average supplement on the market is 20 to 40% bioavailable. That's what your body uses from it. So when a supplement is not absorbed, it simply passes through the body, and then that's kind of like sometimes when you take all these supplements and like you kind of like pee them out, like you see that your urine is like bright yellow. So that means that your body didn't really retain any of it. It just kind of went right through. Bioretention refers to the amount of time the supplement stays in your bloodstream for the body to experience continued support. So if your body's simply passing the supplement through, you won't experience benefits from the supplement throughout the day. Your goal is really to have a supplement that is high in both bioavailability and bioretention. By way of an example, doTERRA works closely with several doctors and scientists, right? So Dr. Watts, he used to be our lead nutritional advisor, and he has had his own practice for several years. So He had the goal of getting to the root problems for his patients. After studying the blood work of several patients, he decided to take a new approach to his care. And before addressing root issues, he wanted to first address foundational health in all of his patients. He knew they needed the proper nutrition and support for their organs to be functioning optimally. And what he found is that 70% of his patients had their issues go away when they focused on nutrition and digestion, while the other 30% had their root causes most easily identified because their foundational wellness had been addressed. So, this is why we are passionate about coming alongside you with the most innovative and top quality, comprehensive foundational wellness product on the market that is both bioavailable and retained by the body throughout the day. So, let's dive right in and go through a good, better, best situation. And by the way, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. We will take questions at the end, but we're kind of gonna like plow through these right now. So if anything comes up, please drop it in the chat. So this is what we would consider like a good situation. If it's only in your budget to take our new VMG, then that's good. This is going to lay a really nice foundation because this is your daily dose of vitamins, minerals, greens, and essential oils. As a bonus, it's quite delicious. I personally take it every morning. I don't know how many of you have tried greens powders in the past. I have. I have tried multiple greens powders that taste green. So this has like this delicious pineapple mango flavor. So very easily it goes down super easy, super tasty. And let's break down VMG a little bit. So these are not your grandma's vitamins. Let's dive into what sets this product apart. First is the cool functional part. So these vitamins are highly retained in the body and highly absorbed because of the liposomal delivery. So this is the closest thing to essentially getting an IV drip of vitamins and minerals. And this is really the future of supplementation. So doTERRA, as always, is at the forefront when it comes to this. So when you look at the key differentials here, like I said, high absorption, high retention. So this product in human clinical trials was shown to be retained in the body for over 8 hours. And what I love about it is that means that your body is actually able to draw what it needs at the moment throughout the day. So the high absorption and the high retention rate is also why you'll notice when you take this, you have like steady energy throughout the day. Like it's not like you take it in the morning and then like you hit a slump in the afternoon because of the bioavailability and the bioretention, it stays in your system throughout the day. The other thing I personally noticed was that my digestive system improved overall. This made me super reg. So, if you know what I mean. So, when your digestive system is operating optimally, that is a sign of a good, healthy, functioning body. So one other point of interest is that this is great for those that have the mother gene, the MTHFR gene, which 40% of people actually have. And if you know someone or you are someone who doesn't absorb B vitamins properly from your food or from your supplementation, what doTERRA did with this is that they methylated the B vitamins so that they absorb better. So if you're in that group of people, you're gonna really notice a big change when you start taking this. And as you can see from the screen, these are like the key nutrients and the bioavailability compared to other products on the market. This product is also, it's a great value. So when you look at everything in this product, the multivitamins, the greens, the superfoods, the methylated B vitamins, the vitamin C, the antioxidants, you're getting a lot. And we know that supplements can be expensive. As someone who's taken supplements probably, for the bigger part of my life, if you look at this graph, you can see that getting many of the products included in VMG individually will prove to be much more expensive than getting them all in one, like you're getting with this product. So we know that cost is a factor. So essentially, this comes out to like $3 a day. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try it for 30 days and you don't love it, you can just return it and they will send you your money back. That's how much doTERRA stands by this product. So that's enough about VMG. Let's go into like a better situation. So that would be adding in your E omegas, right? So this would be a step up, and now it's bringing your body into a nice balance. So, from a needs standpoint, North Americans are really deficient in omega 3. They're getting about 90 milligrams per day. However, it's recommended that you get about 500 milligrams per day. The bigger issue is because of our modern diet that we're intaking too many omega 6s. And because that ratio is off, it's affecting our cardiovascular system, contributing to high inflammation in the body, which is really the root cause of disease, especially heart disease. So we're getting these omega 6s from all the packaged foods that we're exposed to. So we need to bring that more into balance. So the omegas in the E Omega Plus, which I happen to have right here, they're sourced from the Nordic seas. And what truly makes them unique is, and proprietary to doTERRA, is the protective wild orange. So E Omega is going to provide you with 900 milligrams of omega 3 fatty acids. And of that, you're getting 800 milligrams of EPA and DHA, which is critical for brain health, and also for heart health. And this combined with the wild orange, which again is proprietary to doTERRA, um, wild orange, as you guys may know, is 95% limonene. That's the constituent in wild orange. It is derived from the rind. And that's where the essential oil comes from. It's highly protective, not only so that the fish oil does not go rancid, but it also helps with absorption, which is what makes this different than the other fish oils on the market. And as an added bonus, it actually makes them taste good. So, really quickly, it's a pretty decent sized pill. So, if you guys can see on the screen, and you're supposed to take 3 of these a day. That's the recommended daily allowance. But the beauty of these, if you can't swallow pills or if you feel like these are too overwhelming, is you can chew them, and they don't taste like fish oil. They taste like wild orange. Um, in human clinical trials, because doTERRA does nothing but test, um, taking these showed decreased resting heart rate with daily use. Essentially, these like lubricate your system so that your heart is not having to work so hard, especially if you have that like conventional really high omega 6. So, and these are also a great value when you look at what you're getting between the fish oil, the EPA, and the DHA. So then to bring us into like a best daily use case would be adding our probiotic, which is PB Restore. I personally swear by a probiotic. I've taken one forever. And I can say, after trying tons of probiotics, this is by far the best probiotic on the market. This is our PB Restore, which has recently been reformulated. So, how you really lay the best foundation for your day and for your health is to take your VMG, take your E omegas, and take a probiotic. PB Restore, coming into this like trio, addresses your gut microbiome. So your gut is where 80% of your immune system function takes place. It's also where like neurotransmitters are found. So often we'll hear the gut is like the second brain. It's involved in all your body systems. And ideally, in order to achieve optimal health, we should have a higher ratio of good bacteria to bad. So when we look at what's in PB Restore, this is what makes this supplement really unique in the marketplace. There's 4 different things going on in the supplement. So you have prebiotics, which are the food for the probiotics. You have probiotics, and there's 24 active cultures in a time-released double layer capsule. These help to populate the gut and fight off any bad bacteria, help you digest food, etc. Then we have postbiotics. These recreate metabolites from what you eat, and they also influence your DNA and protect cell function. I know this is very sciencey, but I just want you all to understand that this isn't just the probiotic that you go to Whole Foods and you just grab off the shelf. Like, there's a science behind why all of these pre and postbiotics are in this one particular product. Um, so the last one, again, this is rare to have in this probiotic supplement. We have bacteriophages, and these are like the gardeners, if you will. They are like the immune system superheroes, and they go through and they target harmful bacteria and pathogens. So like this is like one-stop shopping for someone who's looking for a good quality probiotic. Again, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. I store mine in the fridge, even though you don't have to. They say that if you're going to keep them on the shelf for more than 30 days, you should put them in the fridge. And I also, you can take these with food. I personally like to take them first thing in the morning. That's always when I've taken my probiotics. So that's when it works best for me. But you have to like play around with it and see what works best for your body. So this is the trio that we're labeling as the foundational wellness bundle. These three supplements taken daily will set your foundation for optimal health and would cost you essentially less than $5 a day to address your foundational health in the best way possible. That would be if you go into like the best type scenario. And here's what you can expect if you take these, right? You'll get more energy, better digestion, clearer thinking and focus, improved sleep, balanced mood, and less stress. And the other thing I want to mention before I forget is that ideally you should be taking these at the same time every day. You have to create that habit the same way you wake up and you crave that coffee and it's like part of your habit that you've got ingrained into your system. You have to create this habit where you take these every day in order to see these results. And in addition to all this, the added benefits include like there's no guesswork. Like doTERRA's system is designed to give your body exactly what it needs. You get real results. Like these products have been tested and they provide proven benefits like without any complications. And it's easy to follow. The plan is designed to fit like even us moms with our busy, crazy schedules. Assuming that you're consistent, they will be effective. And then here are some testimonials for you guys to read through of people that are having real success with this trio of products. And I am going to pass it on to Irene, and she's going to close us out. You're on mute, Irene. Irene, you're muted live.
Okay, so you would think after doing Zoom for so many years, we would remember to mute ourselves. So that was a lot of science, but it's in the science that I find that all this works. So before we wrap up, we wanted to talk about one more product. We all know that a strong foundation is imperative. So some of us might be looking for some additional support. And with that, we have our collagen, which is the Advantage, MetaPower Advantage collagen. So as we know, collagen is a very vital and important protein for our health. And after the age of 25, our collagen starts declining. So by the time we're 50, we actually have half of what we had before we started, right, in our 20s. So collagen is responsible for our joints, our skin elasticity. It helps us look good, feel good. But this collagen also has other benefits too. So while most products only offer one or two types of collagen, doTERRA's award-winning MetaPower Advantage has 9 different types of marine collagen. 9. And it is also 12 times more absorbable than other collagen products. And all of this makes it the perfect up level to your foundation and to your routine. I don't know how many of you have tried this or have tried mixing supplements, but as a busy mom who has wears many hats, what I love to do is I take my VMG sachet and I take my collagen and I mix it in every day, and that is my glow drink. And so with the 9 types of collagen, it has NMN, which converts to NAD. And I know it's a little sciencey, but all this with the biotin, the sea buckthorn, resveratrol, hyaluronic acid, it is all meant to kind of just bring beauty from the inside out. And so your skin drinks it, it loves it. And we, like I said, Maria and I, we both mix this in together because A, it's really good for us. B, it helps us to remember to take everything at once. And C, we don't have time to be remembering when to take the supplements. So if you want to take your foundational wellness up a level, this to me is a must. So if you are currently taking a collagen in the chat, please let us know. If you want to know more about this collagen, again, let us know. It does come in 2 flavors. I personally love the lemon orange flavor. My husband, who is a super user, takes 2 a day, loves the pomegranate cherry flavor. So it just helps your body in so many different ways. Okay. So here are some Advantage testimonials. Okay, so just take a minute to take a look at this slide. So the first one we have day 1 to day 60. So a lot of this is also contingent on being consistent and taking it every day. And so that is not to say if you forget one day, it'll be the end of the world, but consistency is huge. Though, just looking at these pictures, it's 90 days to make a commitment. And then after 90 days, your body will thank you for it, right? This is what we're looking for. Okay. So, I just want to recap all the products that we just went through, and they are part of our simple wellness routine. We do this in the morning. I don't do it in the morning. I actually do this in the afternoon because I do intermittent fasting in the morning. I know Maria does it in the morning, but it just really helps cover our bases to feel good all day. And so how you start your day typically is how your day goes. So there are 2 most popular bundles to start with. So you can choose the VMG with the E Omega, right, which is the top bundle, or you can choose the VMG with the Omega and the PB Restore, which is the probiotic. So when you order your foundational bundle, there is a brand new promotion that's going on. It's not just this month. But when you order your supplements for the first time, doTERRA is going to send them to you in a beautiful box, and you're going to receive a glass shaker that you see on the screen, which I use every day, and a 5 ml of peppermint. And that's going to give you everything you need to get started with your morning routine once it arrives. So this is what you're going to do once your kid arrives. So picture yourself, you have your trio of supplements on your kitchen table with your 5 ml of peppermint. So you take the peppermint, you put it in your hands, you rub it together. We inhale deeply. If you want to do just the act of inhaling, you could do that with me right now. Okay. And these first couple of breaths help to wake up your system. And then you take your finger to the peppermint, right on the top of the bottle, and you rub it on your temples and the back of your neck, right? And this way now, within seconds, you start having this amazing feeling. And that's the peppermint's way of telling you that it's working. Then we grab our shaker glass. I add some ice cold water to it, and then I mix my VMG and my collagen, and then I give it a good shake. And as I'm drinking it, I'm also taking my omegas and my probiotics with that drink. And then I'm done for the day. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to say, oh my God, I forgot it. And what I love, because it comes in sachets, I can take it anywhere I go. So, and I usually don't take my coffee until a little later on in the morning. So if you're going to do this in the morning, take it about an hour, drink your coffee an hour after you take your collagen. So what are some of the perks of getting started with doTERRA and getting started with us? First of all, you don't have to pay anything. It's free to get started when you sign up through one of us. You get wholesale prices for a year. You have free access to their rewards program. We have VIP education. We do classes. We have a very active Facebook group. We have a a wealth of resources that we share with you. And you also have the opportunity to refer friends and also make some money on the side, right? So if you're sitting here and you're thinking about this and you want to, refer your friend, you get a kickback to that. So who doesn't want to be able to invite their friends and also ask them to feel good with you? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the rewards and anything else that you get. So, um, we didn't talk about this a lot before, but with your order every month, if you order any one of these products, you also get a free oil every month. And within 12 months, you'll be able to have a whole medicine cabinet of natural medicine for free. And how cool is that? So doTERRA removes the guesswork by sending you a free oil every month. So if you're ordering your supplements and at the same time, over the course of the year, you're building your holistic medicine cabinet. And that is almost the value of $250 that doTERRA is just giving to you just for taking your vitamins. Who pays you to take your vitamins? I don't know, but to me, it's definitely a great price for that. So doTERRA is really helping people get dialed in and to feel good and to get to the root causes of our symptoms so we can feel really well and be healthy and happy. So it's not a mad rush to understand how to use your oils all at once. You'll be receiving one every month, and we're going to be hosting another class with more information about essential oils, and you'll be receiving an email about that. So, how simple is this? It's very simple to get started. Shipping is free with 100 PV. With one of the foundational bundles, it also qualifies you for a free product of the month. And this month, it happens to be lemon. And so for those of you who are brand new to doTERRA, to maximize these perks of being new customer, we suggest adding the collagen to your first order because then you'll be able to get a welcome gift. And if you see on the screen, you have one of three options. You can get a diffuser, you can receive their hand soap, which is great, or you can receive the natural toothpaste. So reach out to your doTERRA advocate who invited you to this class, and we're going to give you a link that will have the items already in your cart. So this way, and it's also customized. All right. We're going to stop recording, but thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we're going to open it up for some questions.